This is a 1967 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe. Love a good C2 in a coupe body style. This car is beautiful. It's finished in its original Sunfire Yellow paint color. This vehicle underwent a total frame-off restoration in about the mid-1990s and is in excellent shape. The restorer, when they started this car, was going for NCRS judging. They followed the book very closely during the restoration. It was never judged, however, so for that reason they did paint it in lacquer paint to be original and authentic as possible. So this is lacquer paint. Keep an eye on our website. We'll have all of our undercarriage photos on there. The undercarriage of this car is beautiful. Really shows off that frame-off restoration, painted frame, new body bushings. The floors are the raw fiberglass and they show awesome, just like they're supposed to be for NCRS. 1967, the fiberglass is a little darker than the earlier years, so that's nice and correct there. So I'm going to hop in and show you inside. So this is a black Sunfire Yellow over black interior. One thing the restorer did opt for was the leather bucket seats instead of the standard vinyl. I think that's a very nice addition. This car is a numbers matching 327. We'll have a picture of the VIN stamping. You can find it on our website. 300 horsepower. Like I said, it's well optioned. This is a 2-speed Powerglide transmission, factory air conditioning, and power steering. Car drives really nice and smooth. Really cool option combo. Fires up nice. This car has gone through some recent service work. It's had a total complete tune-up. Spark plugs, cap and rotor, points, condenser, you name it, everything was done. Spark plug wires, of course. Engine is running great. Fresh oil change, as well as the complete brake system has been redone. We have a new master cylinder, we have new brakes on all 4 wheels, and we have brand new calipers on all 4 wheels. If you know C2 and C3 Corvettes, then you know the calipers problematic over the years. Even though it's been restored, eventually they'll start leaking. They'll leak again after some time, especially when you're talking 10 plus years. So all of that has been refreshed, as well as the complete power steering ram in the front as well. That has been replaced and new and refreshed. This car's driving great, super tight going down the road, runs down the road super straight. You can hear the engine here, sounds very correct. So I'm going to go through it here with you. There is your horn. See here we have our tach, our water temp, our oil pressure, fuel. This is the only gauge that doesn't seem to work. The battery gauge is pegged at 40 for whatever reason, so keep that in mind. Here are your wipers. And then here is your radio. Believe it or not, does turn on. A little staticky. You can see our clock is working. So this would be for your AC. Air conditioning, you pull this out and that will turn on your compressor. We have airflow, as you can hear. I'll show you that in action when I pop the hood. We're going to go over the headlights. So there are your flip-up headlights. The C2 generation, they are electric motors in the headlights. That's factory electric motors there. You can see those go up and down really nice. All right, there you have it. There's your 327, 300 horsepower. You can see our AC compressor over there. The clutch is turning. I'm going to turn it off now. And you can see now that the compressor is not turning. Engine's super nice and responsive. Sounds very healthy. It's got all the correct shielding behind the distributor and down and around. You can see there's your brand new master cylinder. Hood closes nice. Paint and body, again, this is an older restoration, older lacquer paint job. Overall, it shows in very good shape. So we're going to go over the car here so you can see what you're looking at. Front end has some minor rock chipping. Nothing too crazy, but you should know that they are there. Coming up to the front, there's some minor checks in the lacquer here around the headlights. Paint has been touched up here on the bottom of the passenger side fender. A little more lacquer checking here in the passenger side fender. Again, super light, not very noticeable unless you get right up on it. Love the C2 dash, just beautiful cockpit. Does come with a folder of records from the restoration in there as well. All right, moving along here towards the back. Beautiful sounding exhaust. The back half of the car, the lacquer is in very good shape. I don't see much for checking at all in the lacquer. Looks very, very good. Another thing to note is how nice these gaps fit along the top here on these Corvette Coupes. A lot of times those don't fit right because the cars have been hit in the past and stuff, and obviously this car does not have that problem. These gaps on both sides fit excellent, so that's very nice. Very nice to have. All right, coming along to this front fender. The left front fender here is probably the worst of the lacquer checking. You get really close on it, you can see some cracking going through here. Again, this isn't something you're really going to notice unless you get right up on the paint, and then you can see it. But there is some lacquer checking on this front left fender. So definitely keep that in mind when you're looking at this car and consider buying it. That's something you should be aware of. Hood's in really nice shape. See, the headlights fit nice. So if you have any more questions or you'd like to know more, please don't hesitate. Scroll down. There'll be a link in the description, take you right to our website. There you'll be able to find our asking price, those high resolution undercarriage pictures I was telling you earlier, along with the other undercarriage high resolution body pictures. VIN number will be on there, engine VIN number will be on there, the trim data plate under the dash will be on there. So please don't hesitate. feel free to give us a call if you have any questions or you'd like to make an offer. Again, that's carsrememberwhen.com. Thanks for watching.